Correct me if I'm wrong, Violet and Fortune Joe. Eiken is one of, I think, 6 players? One of a few players that actually been able to take games off of Ned in Chicago.
Yes.
As of recent. I don't know the exact number, but he's one of the more consistent people, and I don't know about recency, but it's been a pretty...
No, Eiken is absolutely one of the rare players that has taken multiple sets off of Ned so far.
I know I know Eiken Revolver have taken more than one. I know Mumon has taken at least one off the top of my head. And that... set.
No, sets.
Yeah, sets. Okay, thank you, Lomé. Thank you, Lomé's stats. So yeah, it just... Which speaks to the prowess of Eiken. I mean, although Eiken doesn't travel, I think at all yet, if you're able to take sets off of Ned, I mean, come on, what are you doing?
It's one of the rarities because historically it's always been Ned at the top and a couple of other players that have to kind of hang there, and then there's always been that big gap in between that level and the next.
It was like Ned, like back in Smash Bros. Again,
but
like Ned,
Eiken and
Thyroid, JJ.
Yeah, Eiken and Revolver have been kind of the first 2 players that have really been reining in the gap for the first time in this region's history for a very, very long time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's partially what makes Eiken so fun to watch is that not only is this Ryu very scary, it's able to hang with PGR level talent. Which is why I want Eiken to travel more if you ever watch this Eiken.
Eiken the Glitch. But yeah, and this kind of just shows to what we were saying earlier that Eiken is now up 100% on Ned in the in a lead. You know, game 1 obviously, but still.
Oh! He just Shoryu'd right through the curses.
If that had finished with Shoryu, I think it was kind of short. Would that have killed her? I don't know, but
that probably would have. I mean, that was really smart. He knew that the curse was coming, so he used the invulnerability that you get from Shoryuken to just kind of trade with it. Because if he stuck a hitbox out there, he knew that it would have traded, so why not just stick out your scariest, strongest hitbox?
Oh, yeah.
Great placement of the red fireball. A tomahawk jump. Getting the grab. Oh, you spot dodged the focus attack.
I'm interested to ask, and this is more like, I wonder if it's like a Ryu or like an Eiken thing, but I see Eiken back throw a lot, more so than like, and I don't know, like, I don't know a lot about Ryu combos in this game, but I'm curious like a down throw would be better in this situation, up throw, or, you know, even forward throw. I'm curious why he goes to the back throw so much.
So this is going to be my armchair Ryu kind of logic behind it. I think it's purely just because he wants stage position over combos.
You know what? I like that. I'm gonna assume you're correct this whole time now. If you're wrong later on, that's it. Game
I mean,
over,
the way that Eiken plays Ryu kind of makes sense, where you really just kind of want stage position, and you want to be in advantage in the neutral, so that you get your opponent to approach and try to. Oh wow, yeah, that's it.
The big toe into the Shoryuken. Shoryuken.
Just begun.
Shout out to Starbomb.
Got him.
JK. Oh, well.
But yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because that's the way that Eiken plays. He plays on the opponent messing up on offense, so it's all just a matter of getting into an advantageous position in neutral. So I can see why he's opting for back throw instead, because in that case, it's just like, okay, I got back throw, I reset the situation, I am now in control of the ground, I'm just chilling instead of trying to risk going for a down throw. And if your conversion's off, obviously, of course, because against Sephiroth, he's got that frame 7 nair, so if you're off even by a little bit, he can just snap, and then all of a sudden, your combo is now mine.
Yes. Game number 2. Yeah, I agree. Game number 2 there. Going to Smashville, it's interesting because Sephiroth dies earlier, but so does Ryu. So I'm just more like, based off the last game, personally, I'm more scared if I'm Sephiroth than I am Ryu. Maybe I'm wrong here? Possibly. I'm not playing right now in Winners Finals at Ignite. Here at Ignition number 200 something, 240, 43. There we go. I know this.
Again, shout out to Xylus.
Shout out to Xylus.
Keeping us in check.
Only Xylus. No.
Oh.
No,
Oh, okay. You went super
You
deep. I thought
can
he
go
was gonna be able to
solo.
make it back.
Vertical, like if you're just going up and down, you can go solo. I mean, even kind of like diagonally as a Sephiroth, but
That also might be the stage message because Smashville, in terms of blast zones, its floor is rather high up. So, oh, the reverse.
Oh,
No, not quite. But
that was.
all you had to do was track him off stage, and that was going to be it.
And Sephiroth's so good at doing that. And again, and I say that's about Big Mac, you know, a Storm, but like that's not just a thing you just do as a player playing that character, right? You have to practice that. You have to be good to do that. It just kind of shows again through that the Ned's like expertise of the game. So yeah.
That back air hitting, evening up the stock count, running into an up tilt. Great empty jump there. And again, Ned just finding these hits little by little, racking up the percent. Great cancel there.
Oh wow. Took 47%. Oh no!
He's still fine.
You're scaring me, Eiken. I don't like that.
Oh, following Ned coast to coast.
Space Ghost.
Good red fireball. That upbeat, keeping him safe. Not letting Eiken stay by the ledge for too long.
Well, I can get the jab or the down tilt to take the stock.
I'm about to say, I thought he was actually going to dash up short you.
Well,
Because in terms of like crazy Eiken plays, that wouldn't surprise me if in some situations, because he knows that some of Sephiroth's moves have that kind of lag. Oh, okay, well, stock for stock there.
that just said, I don't like that.
Yeah, that up smash, pretty good on the stage because it pretty much covers all the aerial landing options, especially if you're right underneath the smash whole platform. Great movement around. That's another thing. You were talking earlier about Ned's movement. He's starting to really utilize that to get around Eiken's zoning.
Oh, yeah.
Because as good as Eiken has been placing these red fireballs, Ned, as quick as a whip, he's been finding the avenues in, threading the needle, and been getting around them. But, oh, I thought Eiken was going to delay that right there and hit him with that fat down air, but no.
So you gotta be careful though, because you're correct that like, yeah, like delay it and do it, but that extra hitbox that comes out at the end there for Sephiroth can just negate that completely and maybe put Eiken in a worse situation. So I do like that Eiken decided to go for more defensively there versus the aggressive one, but it doesn't matter because Eiken taking game number dose 2, bringing the game number 3 against Ned.
Give it your all.
Say up 2 overs is Ned. This is a good position to be in.
Oh, I wish I could be in that position right now.
And the run back, right, to Smashville.
Oh yeah. I don't think what I'm seeing right now, it's not necessarily I'm trying to think how to say this now, like in like the proper terms. We're not seeing a super big deficit per se, but it's again one of those situations where when one of them is like doing really well, like the other one is kind of getting, I don't want to say like destroyed is the correct word, but like it's definitely struggling to keep up. So yeah, let's see what happens here in game number 3.
Again, just keeping it simple, back throw just to get stage position and just waiting for Ned to come back. Reacting to kind of whatever option he's been using to get back there. But with 3 curses.
Yep, oh, I thought he was holding shield there.
I'm pretty sure he recognized with how close Ned was, he had to let go of shield or else he would have eaten, it probably would have eaten the shield break.
Oh, yeah. There's some awareness you can do with that too when it comes to when you're cursed, because it, as you said, if Eiken was holding shield there, Ned might have the shield broken there, and the game would be totally different. So taking damage sometimes like that is more optimal than not taking damage. It's a player like realizing that makes a certain like brings them to situations like this, so where you're in a winner's final situation against Ned, you know. And I say against Ned, but as we said earlier, Eiken is up, I think 3-1 we said on Ned, so it kind of shows the process of how good and how knowledgeable Eiken is as a player.
patient neutral. With the up air.
Good range.
Oh, he had the right idea on the read, but just the wrong direction on the focus attack. Catch him again.
Oh wow. That was, did he charge that?
Yeah, it was like the backwards hit of the up B.
That was interesting.
So now I know that that move hits behind Sephiroth as well. That's terrifying. Okay.
If you haven't heard before, wait till you hear this. Hi, I'm 410 Joe. Welcome to Things That Shouldn't Be.
Catching him with an up tilt. That was almost a dash into the nair.
Really good high recovery there.
Playing impatient with these red fireballs.
Oh, that, I mean, we always do see Nat go for those, you know, close to the down airs. I think he messed up. I don't think messed up the timing, but I think it's the way that Eiken was in position-wise, he couldn't get it.
Oh, the focus! He just held it. He knew that the down smash was coming. So he just held on to it. That's dash up Shorty. That's death. Bro, Eiken.
Eiken. What more can I say except Eiken?
Like I was just kind of keeping him in check with those up airs on the platform. Because Ned is trying to approach from the air, but Eiken is just saying, no, it's not going to be that easy. Because Ryu's up air, it's just got such a huge hitbox. Anytime that you try to challenge it from a platform, you can just kind of sit underneath, safely challenge with it.
Up throw, nice. I do believe that a well-placed, you know, the well-spaced jab or down tilt will take the stock now. I hope it takes the stock now. If it doesn't, I'm quitting this game now. But
gotta be very careful. Can't overextend. Nair. Good spacing on the back air. Oh, he tried
wow.
Oh, wow. So that's 3-0.
3-0. Eiken.
So Ned really wanted to just throw out the charge up B to keep that hitbox out there because he knew that Ryu's invincibility was going to go away. But instead, again, it traded and was able to get the back air off of that interaction.
Yeah. Good stuff. By both players, honestly, I think all the games could have went either way, if I'm being completely honest.
It really could have.
But I think Eiken recognized, like, just those end scenarios a little bit